Hi, Ms. Samira.
Hi.
How are you?
Sana and Fadia. We're starting our lesson today. We're going to be talking about menus. And first of all, we're going to talk about a little bit about what we did last class. We talked about advertisement. We looked at different advertisement, what works and what doesn't work. We looked at logos, colors, fonts. We looked at different menus, advertisements online, and pretty much we came up with what we wanted to do for your own advertisement. So now we're going to be talking about just menus.
Good.
Okay? So we have a collection of several different menus, cookbooks, Arabic and English. Fadia and Sana want to open their own catering business, and we're just looking at different things that might work, and what kind of food they want to basically come up with for their menus. We have, let me see, where's it? So this one is called Olivet. It's a Mediterranean grill. And then we have one here that's called Kebab Corner. Okay, we have a couple of them that are like pizza, Japanese, Chinese restaurant, and we have Arabic cookbook as well. So we're going to be looking at several different menus to look at. For example, we're going to talk about the key vocabulary right now. We're going to talk about what? Different new vocabulary that we're going to be learning about. For example, specialty foods. What else can we find that we don't know about in a menu? We're going to talk about appetizers, beverages, entrees, kids meals. So that's all going to be things we're going to have to put into a menu. Okay? So let's start, for example, with you can start with Olivet, and you can do Kebab Corner. Okay. So I want you guys to individually look at each menu, and then together we're going to talk about what works and what doesn't work in each menu. Okay? What's good about the advertisement and the menu setup? Like, for example, look at each menu. Look at the pictures. Look at the wording. Which ones are more detailed and less detailed, whether or not you like it to be more or less detailed. Okay, and we have an activity here that's called Restaurant Menu Planning Sheet. And basically there's several questions about planning a menu. Okay, so I want you guys to write down some of the questions, answer some of the questions based on what you see in the menus. Okay, so the first question we have, what kind of restaurant have you chosen?
Well, catering business is not it's not a restaurant. The catering business menu is going to be like a little bit different than the main, those menus.
Okay,
But
good.
we can take ideas from here.
Yes, absolutely. Whether you have a catering business or a restaurant, you have to have a menu. You have to have something for people to look
To
at.
know what we offer.
Okay?
Okay.
So have you ever thought about what you want to name your catering business?
Well, we came up with a couple of names, but we did not decide yet.
Okay, so give me some ideas of what you guys came up with.
One of them is FNS Mediterranean food.
Okay.
Restaurant, halal meat.
Halal meat, okay. Alright, and can you tell me what halal means for people that don't know what halal is?
Oh.
Okay. Tell me what halal is. It's just the way that it's slaughtered.
Yeah. It's the Islamic way.
Okay, slaughtered the Islamic way.
Islamic way.
Okay, so it's slaughtered the Islamic way.
Yeah.
Alright, so so we have that.
Do you
Okay,
need
that's
to
good.
definite more details about what the Islamic way is?
Yes. If you want to.
Yes, the first name is Allah.
Okay, so in the name of Allah.
Yeah, and the knife is gonna be sharp, very good.
Okay, very sharp.
Yeah, and the neck here.
It has to basically, it has to slaughter the animal from the first time, so that's why.
Because it's
So the animal won't suffer. Won't suffer.
Yeah, won't suffer. So the animal won't go through any suffering.
Any pain and suffering.
Yeah. Okay, perfect, great. Okay, so the next question we have are, what are the important characteristics of a menu for the restaurant you have chosen? Characteristics. You know what characteristics is?
No.
Characteristics. Fadia, do you know what characteristics are?
Well, like, not logos, but let's say pictures is one of the characteristics a menu should have.
Okay. Yeah.
Appetizers, let's say,
So
and what kind
several, for example, different things that are in the menu are characteristics.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Khawas.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what kind of important characteristics of a menu? So I want you each to look at whichever menu, choose any
Maybe
menu
this
you
one.
want,
This
look
one.
at it and tell me, what do you think are successful or good about that menu?
Okay.
Well, the pictures is one thing.
Okay.
The name should be like big, and the logo of the restaurant, what it's about, should be big.
Okay.
The color should be attractive.
Yeah. Okay, so those are all things we talked about last class about advertising. So now I want you to look at it in detail. So you have this one and you have this one. I want you to write down about just this specifically, this one in specific. What do you think is good about this one? So now you're gonna look at this one and you're gonna tell me in specificity, okay, if this is what's good about it and what's bad. What do you think?
Do you want me to say it or to write it?
Write it down and then we'll talk about it in the group.
Okay.
Okay, write it down and we'll talk about it in the group. Okay. So, I mean, think about all the details.
You mean it's gonna be much of, for example, samosa.
Samosa, yeah.
Yeah, what does this mean?
No, just write to me if you think, for example, do you like this menu?
Oh, okay.
What do you like about the menu?
Oh, okay.
Why do you think it's good?
Yeah, I like it.
Why do you like it?
It's a detailed menu, like for
Yeah.
Like
we can share our answers, right?
Yeah, you can share your answers, of course.
Okay, like this one here, I like it because it's
Because I do like this one because it doesn't have
doesn't have
details.
details.
Exactly, I like this
Yeah.
one because it has details.
So you could say,
It's a
I
detailed
don't like
menu.
it because it doesn't have any details about the plate,
oh, okay.
okay, the dish.
Okay. Yeah.
So people that have not tried samosa before are
Don't
not
know what
going
a
to know.
samosa is.
Yeah, they're not
Exactly.
going to know what it is unless they ask you later. Okay, so talk about pictures. Look at the quality of, for example, the quality of the menu. Does it look high class? Is it what you want? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna incorporate what you guys want to do in the end for your own menu. So what you like about the menus in front of you are gonna help you decide what you want to do for your own menus.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay.
Okay, good.
So one of the things I should put in our menu is
Yeah,
a detailed
so-
menu because I like that in this menu.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, you're gonna look at pictures, color, let's say font. Font means like the way
The way it's written, like
the way it's written.
people should understand.
Oh,
It's not
okay,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
cursive or
Yeah.
whatever, that.
exactly.
So nobody would understand, It's like easy to read.
Easy to read. Yes. Okay.
Hi, what does the details?
Yes. Very good. Yeah. So
Easy.
yeah,
The
from this
font.
menu. So what you're writing is cursive. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I know.
oh, you want to write?
No, it's good.
Okay.
So this is cursive.
This is cursive, yeah. It's not easy
Yeah.
to read, but,
Yeah.
but I know
So
people
you
can
will
read
want
this one for me.
cursive.
But you want if it's
Yeah.
professionally
Professional.
done, it should be written like this way. This is very easy to read.
You don't want.
Let's see if there's anything cursive here.
Yeah. So you can look at, see if you have anything cursive. And
I don't think they put
Yes.
cursive menus. Do they?
Exactly. Yeah, probably you have to find it.
Yeah.
So, but each font, look at each font, and you can see that they're different in colors.
Oh, but then this one is not easy to read. I mean, like it's, you have to concentrate a little bit, to read it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's one thing I don't like in this one. The what do you call the details underneath? They're written in very small letters.
Yeah.
I need my
Small
glasses, my reading glasses to read it.
Like
Otherwise,
this one.
Okay.
yeah.
That's something.
Small.
Yeah, that's up to you. I mean, if that's something you don't like, then
The
yeah.
font size, the size of the font.
Yeah, the size of the font. If that's important to your menu.
It is. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I find, difficult usually when I go to restaurants.
I'm
I
sure.
have to get my reading glasses in order for me
Yeah.
to read the menu.
Okay.
But for catering business, and people are not going to be sitting in a restaurant to order.
Yeah.
They're going to be at home with
And
their
they
reading
probably-
glasses
yeah.
and.
But it just depends on what variety of people you want to target.
Yeah.
Like, who do you want to come and ask for your business? So it's probably better for you to put details, even if some of the people that already know you order from you, but you don't want just the people that already know you.
Definitely,
You want
the
people
more
that
the
don't know
more the
you.
merrier.
The more the merrier, yeah. Okay. All right, good. So next question we have is, okay, so what details make sense for food items?
Okay.
So,
Like a variety of food, which
Yeah.
like it should be, let's say red meat, chicken,
uh-huh,
fish,
Yeah.
seafood, vegetables,
yeah,
something for the kids to target the kids to.
exactly.
And it should be like a variety too,
Okay.
like
Yes, of course. It has to be a variety. Any menu has to carry a variety. So now, can you tell me a little bit about one of the dishes, for example, that you would make?
For our food.
Yeah, for
For
the
our catering,
business.
yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about one of the dishes.
Then
What
like
do you
hummus,
have? Hummus. Okay.
Yeah.
What is hummus?
chickpeas,
Chickpeas.
and mix it to the blender and put tahina in it.
Tahina.
Yeah,
Okay.
and garlic.
You know what tahina is made of?
No,
Sesame paste.
sesame, yeah,
Sesame paste.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
sesame paste.
Yeah.
Okay.
and garlic,
Yeah.
1 teaspoon garlic,
Uh-huh.
and put in the
And you say garlic, it's a clove.
clove
Oh.
garlic.
Okay, a clove of garlic.
clove,
Yeah.
Clove.
Okay.
and put it in the blender,
Uh-huh.
mix it together,
Yes.
and a little bit of salt,
Uh-huh.
and
A little bit lemon.
lemon,
Yes.
Cumin.
yeah, what's that?
Cumin.
No.
Cumin.
I don't
Well,
put
some
cumin.
people put cumin, and some people
I
don't.
put
Well,
a pinch,
obviously, yeah.
No, my ways, no.
Yeah, I don't put cumin. Sometimes I put the cumin on top of the,
Oh,
just
on
for
the
decoration,
plate.
on top of the plate to look good.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the dish, the dishes,
Mhm.
with olive oil on it. Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
And you eat it with pita bread.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So that would be basically a small description of what one of the dishes will be on a menu. Okay, so that's
I want
really
to
good.
see that.
Okay.
It's not an issue.
Okay, good. All right. So we're good now. Okay, so does the menu go beyond simply naming the food item, meaning what we were talking about details? So does the menu go beyond simply? So is it important to just write the name of the dish or to give a simple
No, to give
detail
A
about
simple
Yeah,
detail
the
about it,
details
and the
about
price too.
Okay,
Ah.
yes, and the price.
Yes.
Good. So it does go beyond.
Definitely.
Okay, so what kind of names are used? Like, what would you name? How would you name the dish? How would you name the dish?
Well, some dishes are already named, like the known dishes.
Mhm.
We don't name them ourselves because,
Yeah.
like hummus, it has a name,
Yes.
and you can put the
Spaghetti like
well, yeah, or the falafel. It's already named falafel, but
So,
we can
yeah.
tell what it's
for the
made of.
detail.
So
But
most
maybe
of
we
the
can
training-
have our specialty dish, which is like to combine two dishes together or whatever, like a combo dish, and name it something that we want to name it.
Yeah. So mainly these dishes are already named.
Yes.
Most of the Mediterranean
Most of
food
it they already have names. Yes.
already have names.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So that's what you're supposed to be thinking about. And even if there is a dish that you would have to name, what technique would you use to name that dish?
Mm.
Well,
Like, how
something
would
to
you
attract people, like we talked last week, about advertisement and all that thing. You need something to attract. Yeah,
Okay.
advertisement. So people, they would get attracted to it. Like you would name it something that people would like say, no,
Push them
I don't
away.
want it. No.
Okay. So now, do you have an idea?
Yeah. It's
About like how to attract, how to name something.
like you put the big letter and put a line on it.
Yes. So
Yeah, I talk about the details,
Presentation of it.
presentation on it, exactly what the make, from what it's made.
what it's made.
It's made.
Okay, good. So we're going back here to advertising. Okay, we're going back to how to advertise, how to get that attention that we need. Okay, and that's how
And
we're
put
going to
it, and put the picture on the
pictures. Yeah,
pictures,
Pictures,
that,
yeah.
pictures are very
Yeah.
important because
the
a lot of
dishes, the fish, how it's gonna look.
how it's gonna look.
See,
Very
like
good.
like this one here, it has pictures on the cover.
Okay.
But people, you know, for our menu, I would suggest, let's say, the shrimps over here. I would put the picture next to the shrimps so we really
Yeah,
know which is
closer
which.
to yeah. And of course, we do have menus like that. Let me see. Okay, so like here, for example, we're talking about the Domino's. You see how the Domino's, for example, advertisement just one second, has each pizza with the name on it, and then that's what kind of like what you would do, right?
Yeah, something like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's more visual. So there are so many different
Because people learn in different ways. You know?
Yes,
Some of them, I'm the same way, you know.
visual.
I'm very visual, you know. I
Yeah.
have to look at the picture and then
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
read what's in there.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I don't even read. I said, I want this, you know.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it looks good, it tastes good. Most of the time. Well,
Not always.
not always, yeah, of course. But again,
It better taste good in
Yeah.
our business than not.
Like this chicken, it looks good.
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. And this shish kebab.
So I mean, kind of what I would say, like, what do you like about this menu?
The pictures only.
Yeah, the shish kebab looks good.
Okay. So let's see. I just want to.
I don't
show
like the
this.
font,
So this
I don't
is
like
this
the,
is the menu that we're talking
Like
about.
that,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
back, it's gonna be, this is good.
Okay. Yeah. So
And
there's
yeah.
the desserts.
Yeah.
Of course, the
Desserts.
desserts are.
And the price is not good, this
The
year.
prices are expensive. So, what do you think about prices?
Well, we have to be reasonable in order for us to target all incomes, you know. We have to be reasonable.
Okay.
You know, I understand, you know, if we want to use good meat,
Yeah.
the prices are going to be a little bit pricey, you know,
A little
and
bit higher.
a little bit high.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be like moderate. We're not going to be losing money, but at the same time, we're not going to be rich within a year or two, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be reasonably priced.
Okay.
I mean,
good.
something
So
to target
reasonable
all
price.
kind of
So,
incomes.
for example, let's say a falafel sandwich.
Mhm.
How would you price a falafel sandwich?
Well, over here
not
it's
so
$4.99. $4.99 is reasonable. I would
Yeah.
say it's fine.
Looks like
Let's see, the hummus here is $2.99. The hummus here is $4.99, but I'm sure the portion will be different, you know.
one. Maybe the same dishes.
No, this is hummus and this is hummus, but I'm sure $2.99 for maybe
Small plate.
Yeah, this is like a little bit bigger.
Yes. All right. Great. Okay. So let's see. So next question we have is what typeface best fits the menu? How large should it be? For example, let's see. Let's talk about like what do you think? How many items do you think, first of all, are going to be on your menu?
Well, like for the appetizers, let's say, we need hummus, baba ganoush. Muhammadan, I'm not sure about this one.
Tabbouleh.
Kubbe is good, like
Yeah,
three,
tabbouleh, kubbe.
four, let's say 4 appetizers at least.
Okay.
4 kind of appetizers at least.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The salad,
So what do you think about if you saw a menu that had like let's say 10 or 15 appetizers? How's
overwhelming.
that overwhelming? Okay, how's that going to make you feel, Sana? If you saw 10 or 15
Yeah,
appetizers.
it's not good, maybe, I think.
It's
So
not
then,
good. Why?
whenever I pick something,
When I
it's
pick.
too, yeah, I will pick something, it's hard. Maybe just I need the hummus and
It's hard to choose.
and
It's hard to
choose,
choose.
yeah. Hummus and tabbouleh enough, maybe with the 2 falafel.
How about
But
like
we
times?
can put like a note underneath.
Uh-huh.
If you're interested in anything else, just ask us, you know.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Ask, you
Yes,
know.
that's a good idea.
You know, we don't have to put it on the menu, but
Yeah.
we have like specials. We do extra
Well,
stuff.
how about for example you have a separate like a smaller menu separate where it has for forget about all the details. It just has the name of
The extra stuff
the
that we can
extra
offer.
items that you can
Well, but that's
offer.
gonna be costly, you know, to have 2 menus, you know.
Yeah, it can
It's
be.
gonna be costly. I don't think it's like cost efficient thing, you know, to
Yeah,
have 2
of
menus,
course.
you know.
Yeah.
But we can just write a note if you need anything else, you know, if you're
Let us
interested in
know.
anything else, let us know. We can
That's a very
Yeah.
good
if we
idea.
can accommodate you, you know, we will,
Yeah.
whatever. you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Because how many restaurants have you ever gone to before where you didn't find exactly what you needed, or you didn't want one item from that, for example, the mix of something like a sandwich. You don't want like a certain tahini, or and they take it out to accommodate you.
Definitely.
And of course,
Or
you're gonna go back.
substitute this with that
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
So you're gonna come back because it's all about customer service.
Exactly,
Okay,
definitely.
it's all going to come down to customer service. What
Definitely.
you can offer your client and what you can't. Okay, so what colors belong on the menu? That is, I think, extremely important.
I love the green. I love the earth colors are
Earth
more
tone.
Because it's simple, it's
relaxing.
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 Yeah.
Okay, it's relaxing. The earth tone colors is relaxing. It's natural. Okay, it's natural.
Yeah.
Okay, it's nice and it's calm.
Yeah,
it
calms it down. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's calm.
And you know,
Like maybe it's like the strawberry color. It's good.
no, the red is almost alarming, like
So I think overall this menu is, I mean, it's
Green,
pretty good.
orange, like
So
the-
it's basic. It has some of the pictures with the green, the bold, and then so the details about each of the foods above. It has all that. Okay. So this one I think is pretty good. The other one is a little bit.
And even kids with learning disabilities, they always recommend to write, you know, when they read something to be written in earth colors.
Okay, that's something I didn't know before. Which is
I'm
good
like
note.
90% sure, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to like to.
But that's a good note.
Kids with
Disabilities.
learning disabilities.
Okay, they recommend that you have things in earth tone colors, calm
Because
colors.
it's easier for them to read.
That's a good note. Okay, so we said we talked about the colors. How do the colors relate to the other elements of the menu? What does the colors do to the menu?
It makes
Cheerful. Makes it more cheerful.
Okay.
Easier to, I mean, happy to look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because the vegetables is green. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be
Fresh.
fresh.
Okay.
It should تفتح النفس.
Open the appetite.
It opens up your appetite.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Okay. So our last question is, what kind of images would best represent the catering business and why? Like what kind of images, pictures in your menus that you think would represent like your business, your catering business?
Our picture, so people will know who's cooking for them.
Okay, exactly. That's a good start because people why your picture?
Because you know it's like the familiar faces. You know, when we be familiar, they would feel more.
They relate.
Yeah.
They relate to you.
Yeah.
يعني قصدهم إنه كيف يعني تنجح المطعم؟
Yeah, pictures. What kind of pictures would you put?
And
In your
menu?
Yeah. What kind of pictures?
Maybe the picture of the kitchen. It's clean.
Yeah.
spotless. The restaurant you mean?
Well, your business.
Yeah. Okay.
You're catering. You're starting out at your home, so you would. Where would you start? What kind of pictures would you put?
Okay.
Of course, the
vegetables pictures.
Pictures of fresh vegetables.
The chef clean and
Cleanliness. Okay, is a very important point.
Maybe
the waitresses is gonna be clean and looks like a smiling. Happy, smiling.
Okay, very good. Yeah. So those are all things that you have to take into consideration when you are creating your own menu. Okay. So
Okay, Mr. Neil.
great. All right. So here, I just want you to think of a few items and put, for example, here when we were talking about the different names of foods or the different categories. the different categories
Uh-huh.
of the different foods that you want to add to your menu. So I just want you to write a basic on the back of this sheet. Just write. Just write, for example, you want to appetizers. You don't have to write in details. Just write you want to do in your menu. What do you want to do? The layout, okay? You want to do appetizers. You want to do soups and salads. Yeah. So I would recommend, from my experience, like I would rather see like not too many categories. Okay, just main categories that you think would work in your catering business to start out with. Okay.
Well, I would put like appetizers for sure. I would put soup and salads. Well, usually in catering business they go with salad more than soup.
Yeah,
it's easier.
Sure.
And then the main entry, the
Entree.
entree.
Okay. Yes.
The main entree.
Yes.
And the dessert.
Desserts. Okay. Perfect. And how about
beverages?
beverages?
Beverages,
That's
definitely.
perfect. Okay.
Are we gonna put
How about
beverages or shall we
Sandwiches or plate?
plates or
Yeah.
entrees, sandwiches? Yeah.
No, we can put main entrees and sandwiches.
Yeah, since you guys are gonna do it together, right? I mean, you guys can.
Yeah. And what we beverages. Shall we put the kids menu in here to kids thing or no?
Well, if
Do you,
you
I mean,
in a catering business,
I don't think so because
it's
usually
up to
catering,
you. But
we can put that in the small thing underneath,
a small
so, yeah.
fine print if you need
Like
anything
that.
special. Okay. So that's good.
Because usually the Mediterranean people, they feed their kids
Yeah.
the same food they eat, but
Exactly.
they put it in smaller
Sure. So
portions.
those are things that you have to take into consideration.
Yeah, and with under soup and salad, like the yogurt, we have that's salad, right? The
Yeah.
yogurt is like cucumber and
Yeah,
the
it's a salad.
tzatziki.
Yeah.
It's a salad, right?
It's a salad. Cucumber,
So 1, 2, 3,
yogurt,
4,
and
5 items, 5 categories.
categories. Okay, perfect. So what I want you to do, we're gonna wrap things up, but what I want you to do for next time is I want you to create the menu specifically. You can do it in a PowerPoint presentation, or you can do it on Word in a table. Okay. So what you can do for next time is create a presentation, or I want you to go online, find, for example, pictures, or you can take pictures by yourself.
Yeah, we can when we try something, we can take a picture of it.
Yeah.
So that would be the real thing. It's not
Exactly.
like taken from
So I
somewhere.
want you to start developing your menu. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Start taking pictures. For example, you cater someone's business. Take pictures of the food that you cook for them.
Yeah.
Have your customers, after they lay out the food on their dining room tables,
To take
with your
pictures of.
people, take pictures, natural pictures, or
And one
whatever
more
you
thing,
want.
because it's a catering business, maybe we should put a note to offer tablecloths and flowers and something like that.
Those
And
are-
forks and knives and
Okay,
the
great.
plates and all that
See,
stuff.
those are all things that you can.
Do we put these
talk
on the
about
menu
together.
or
Well, you can also
Fine
for
print.
example, fine print in the back, put
We
small
offer
paragraphs.
so-and-so.
We offer so and so and so and so. Okay, and you guys can do this together. So you guys can get the presentation together, and you can work on it together. Figure out what pictures you guys want to do. Figure out what vocabulary, what categories, and all that. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we went over the menu, what beverages, all the different vocabulary like main dishes, appetizers, desserts. Okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, Samira.
Thank you, ladies.